What's going on? My name is Louis, and God bless every single one of you. Today is June 4th, 2024, and welcome to the Real GS News channel. Alright guys, so we have some urgent information coming out. If you can, please share this video. And it says here, the president to temporarily shut Mexico border to asylum seekers. This is coming out from the White House, guys. We have big breaking news. Once again, information is coming out 26 minutes ago. So this info just came out. Let me just pull this up really quick. 28 minutes ago. It says here, once again, the 4-6 would temporarily close. Whoa! He would close the sleeping giant, the southern region, whenever numbers of these group crossings surge. Now, once again, this coming out from the White House said Tuesday as it aims to tackle an explosive issue in November. What? So, hold on. So, once again, it's aimed to tackle an explosive issue in November event. Are you going to close it now? So basically, they are going to close the southern because November. We like 5 months away. 5 months away from November. Now all of a sudden, well, we got to close the doors because November's around the corner. Yeah, well, 3.5 years ago, what happened to that one? So it says here, it says to the sleeping giant leader, the safety of sleeping giant families should always come first. All right, so we're going to see what's going on here, guys. Again, please share this video. This is a big breaking news for the first time. For the first time, the 4-6, the leader of this land, is going to close the region. All right, big breaking news, guys. Before I start, please share this video. Give this video a big thumbs up. I appreciate the love and support, and I want to thank everybody so much for the support, either through Patreon, PayPal, the super thanks, or the super chat. Thank you so much. Your support truly helps out, and yeah, give me a second here. Your support truly helps out. And for those of you that want to send us letters or prayer requests, you can send it to me, US Santiago. My address is highlighted yellow. Now, for those of you that send support through the super chat, I want to thank every single one of you. And I truly apologize if I'm not in the live chat. Again, when I'm up, when I'm doing the preview live stream, when you guys are watching my video, I'm making another video at the same time, so I cannot be in two places at one time. And then last night, I just fell asleep. I was so tired. I made that late video, and then from there, I fell asleep. So I truly apologize, guys. And today is going to be another busy day. So just bear with me. Again, we have a lot of stuff that has to be done today. So let's see what's going on here. The 4-6 leader would temporarily close. That's the first time he's closing it. That is the first time he's closing this region. And he's closing it to those that's coming from other lands. Whenever numbers of these group crossings surge. Now, the White House said Tuesday, as it aims to tackle an explosive issue in November event. So for those of you that don't know, and this has been talked about for many, many years, people say why they leave the doors open. Well, there is rumors going around, and again, these are rumors going around, that the reason why they're coming into the sleeping giant is so they could be used for VOTES. And it's going to go to, yes, the 4-6 JOE. Now, it's a rumor where I believe it's legit. I believe it's all going to go to the 4-6. It seems like they have enough VOTES, and so he's shutting it down. He say, okay, I got enough. Close it down now. Man. So to the 4-6, the safety of the sleeping giant family should always come first. Yes, And he said it back in 2020. If I be your sleeping giant leader, I would put you first. Yeah, this 3.5 years, we've been put last. He's been putting biblical wars. He's been putting Zelensky first for these 2.5 years, almost 3 years. What about us, man? We can't afford eggs. We can do nothing here. And we've been put last. So that's why today the leader is announcing no historic executive actions to stop these groups who cross our southern region unlawfully from receiving the asylum, the White House spokesman Andrew said. But why now? Why all of a sudden the change of heart? I mean, he brought in 15, 20 million in 3.5 years. That's a lot. I guess he has enough. VOTES. And not only that, he bought some by planes overnight while we are sleeping. So he's been doing that for 3.5 years. Not only that, remember Afghan? He bought a whole bunch from that region and the Middle East. He bought a whole bunch to our sleeping giant. And now he's gonna close it. I have enough. VOTES. You guys gonna see me win this November. That's what he's saying. So officials said that the curbs were expected to come into effect immediately. Wow. As they will kick in when these group top 2,500 a day. And the numbers are already above the threshold. This number has been above the threshold for many years. I mean, like I said, guys, I'm trying to figure out why all of a sudden they want to do this. Give me a second here, guys. We have a lot of updates. We have tons of updates. Here we go. We have more breaking news. This information is coming out right now. This video is being, it's 12:41 p.m. You're not going to get this video until 1 something. So the sleeping giant leader is taking executive action on Tuesday to authorize the sleeping giant officials to deport large numbers without processing their claims, announcing what is arguably the most restrictive policy by a LEFT leader in recent history. Man, that right there goes to tell you that, he should not win a second TERM. He should not be winning it. So the 4-6 aggressive move will suspend the process of these claims between officials' entry points along the southern region, allowing the sleeping giant authorities to more quickly reject and deport many who entered the sleeping giant unlawfully. The administration officials said in a call with reporters previewing the order. Now, once again, the 4-6 is set to speak at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. 2 p.m. Eastern Time. So right after this, video, you guys be able to watch his speech. And that's going to be very important there, guys. That's going to be very important. And I will keep an update on that story. The partial ban on these group claims will take effect almost immediately, officials said. Now, regular asylum processing will only be restored 14 days after the Secretary of Home Security determines that the weekly average of daily has dipped below 1,500. So they're not going to completely stop this operation. They just want to slow down the pace, slow down the numbers. So you guys already know it was like 10,000 a day. I mean, that was a record. I mean, I think it was more than that, but man, that was just crazy. Big shout out to Texas governor. He put his foot down and he had, I think, 11 states backing him up and National Guards and all that. But the 4-6 want to come all of a sudden be some kind of savior and said, I did it, I fixed it, and I told you I would fix it. Yeah, it took you 3.5 years, but yeah, you're doing this because of November. And I guarantee, you heard it from me first, I guarantee if he wins November, he's going to open that thing up again. He's going to open it up. So, to the dismay of these group advocates, the policy change will attempt to upend Sleeping Giant Asylum law, which allows these groups on the Sleeping Giant soil to request humanitarian protection, even if they cross the region illegally. So, but the 4-6 administration officials have argued that the system is buckling under the weight of over 3 million pending application. Man, those numbers just keep adding up. And sensitivity of these groups to come to the Sleeping Giant because it takes years to decide their cases. Man. What the 4-6 immigrant order does. Follow me on these words. I'm not saying certain words right because the platform is really strict. All right. Sometimes when I make videos of this story, poor Louis, always getting hit, suspended, or detention. So follow me with this one, please. So it says here the 4-6 is signing a proclamation temporarily suspending the entry of most of these groups at the southern, while the DO, and the Homeland, who are publishing a regulation to implement his directive. The measures are set to take effect at midnight tonight. Okay, so we have a date here. All right, so at 2 p.m. Eastern Time, the Sleeping Giant leader is going to address the nation. Number 2, the measures are set to take effect at midnight on Tuesday. They're going to be shutting it down midnight on Tuesday. All right, so 2 very important information here. 2 p.m. speech, and they're going to shut it down, the southern region, at midnight tonight, Tuesday. Oh, I forgot. Can this be related to the new leader that was sworn in Mexico? And also, they say something about, they say something else about some serious stuff going on. There's something big going on in that land, Mexico. And so it seems like, hold on. I think I saw it. Wait a minute. Let me just finish this article first. But last night, someone posted something on Twitter and said it's time to build the WALL because something about that land. There's something going on. There's something going on with MEXICO. There's something going on there. And they have a new leader. And it seemed like the previous one, there's some stuff about him. There is something big happening here, guys. So these groups who cross the Sleeping Giant and that land, southern region, between the entry point when the order is in effect, will be barred from Asylum and immediately removable. There's something going on here. So once again, this land or their homelands, officials said. Now, the 4-6 administration, one official added, plans to carry out these deportations in a matter of days, if not out. What? Something is definitely going on here. One official added plans to carry out these deportations in a matter of days, if not hours. Deportation in a matter of days, if not hours. I'm going to have to copy this. I might use this as a title. Major shutdown. Midnight. In a matter of days and hours. My goodness. Something big is going on here. See, I didn't read this article because everything just came in. It was only that short little piece of article, but this just came in from, I think, CBS News. They just put this information like 10 minutes ago. So usually I read the article and then I make the video, but this one just popped up. And so this is why I'm in shock. There's a lot of stuff going on here. So only the group who affirmatively express fear of being persecuted or tortured will be screened by the sleeping giant. Basically, those who are running from persecution will be able to come into the sleeping giant, and that's how it's supposed to be. I don't know what in the world was going on these last couple of years, but that's what you call asylum. So it says, but they will only be screened for lesser forms of protection, not asylum, and will need to pass interviews with heightened standards to avoid being quickly deported. So to the crackdown will not apply to unaccompanied young ones, those with acute medical conditions or fleeing imminent harm, and these groups who use legal pathways to enter the sleeping giants, such as the system powered by the Gov smartphone app known as CBP-1. The 4-6 administration will continue to process roughly 1,500 of those groups at port of entry under the CBP-1 process. To justify the policy shift, the 4-6 is citing a 1950 law known as 212 that empowers the leader to suspend the entry of foreigners when the executive branch determines that their arrival is detrimental to sleeping giant interest. That same law became infamous under the 4-5, which invoked it to sharply restrict the legal and of these groups, including travel from certain most majority lands. So he's basically copying the 4-5. He's basically trying to make himself look good. There's a possibility because November's around the corner. Who knows? But not too many is gonna fall for this. Officials said that the partial assigned ban will apply to so-called extracontinental mine, I'm going to skip the name, such as those from the Red Dragon, who have been journeying to the Sleeping Giant region in record numbers in recent years. I posted a video about this. You have a whole bunch of them coming, and they're showing up in California. I mean, it's a whole bunch of them. But again, it's been happening for many years. Now all of a sudden we need to put a stop? For what? For what? For what, Mr. Burns? For what, 4-6? You had 3.5 years. You let in like almost 20 million. Such as those from the Red Dragon who have been journeying to the Sleeping Giant in record numbers in recent years. But they did not say that land had agreed to take them back, raising the specter that some of these groups will still be released with court notices, send certain, including the Red Dragon limits, or reject Sleeping Giant deportation. Now it says here, a major policy and political shift. So it says here, the 4-6 policy is modeled after one of the pillars of a bipartisan Southern security deal that failed twice in the House due to the widespread of the right opposition, giving the 4-6 official an opportunity to argue they are acting unilaterally on one Sleeping Giant top concerns in the absence of congressional action. Here's the deal, guys. All right, so remember that big massive bill that they passed, the $95 billion? Well, again, Mike, the speaker, he's the one that said, if you want this bill, we want the Southern to be shut. You need to do something about it. So that was the deal, right? And so the bill was passed. But then we find out that the Southern thing was not in that bill. So a lot of Sleeping Giant citizens were very frustrated with Mike and saying, hey, what is this, man? So you gave the dude money, but we're not getting nothing. So we're going to see what's going to happen here, guys. I do believe this is a combination of that big, massive bill, $95 billion, possibly a combination of these Red Dragon citizens coming from their lands, or it could be a combination of a new leader in Mexico. They have a new leader now, yesterday. So it could be anything here, guys. So 2 p.m., very important, watch the 4-6 speech. I know people don't want to listen to him, but you got to. I mean, it's very important to listen to leaders. So I want to see what he got to say. The 4-6 policy is modeled after one of the, okay, we already know that. Skip! While sweeping in nature, the announcement will not completely close or shut down the Southern, as the assigned processing and legal trade and travel will continue unimpeded at official ports of entry. So it says here, in many ways, you have Mr. Burns, 4-6, drastic sudden pivot stems from the intense political pressure he faces from the right and some from the left. And you guys already know I just mentioned about that big massive bill. So them right there, you have these two. They were working on those bills, the House and the Senate, and you guys know the rest. All right, so it says here, but it is also in response to the reality on the ground along the sleeping giants in that land southern region, where the sleeping giant official have reported record levels of the apprehensions, including over 2 million in each of those past 2 years. This year, the apprehensions are down by more than 50%. Yeah, you know why? Because you have Greg Abbott, the gov, he shut down that region. That's the reason why. And then because of 4-6, it's because TX, Texas, and 11 states that backed up Texas. So that's the reason why more than 50% of those numbers went down from the all-time highs recorded late last year, partially due to months-long campaign by that land to stop those groups from reaching the sleeping giant. Yes, but it is a combination of both, because Texas, they work really hard. Really, really hard. 146 administration official said Tuesday announcement would strengthen the system, preventing it from being overwhelmed and packed up by those who do not have claims. All right. So you have Andrea, a former 4-6 administration official, denounced the 4-6 move, saying it could set a dangerous precedent. If the 4-6 is now claiming he can shut down the you know who when he feels like it, even after the sudden number have plunged by over 50%, this precedent give future leaders the pretext to suspend any pathway to the sleeping giant, Flores said. Stop here for a second. The 4-6 had the power to shut down the southern region. You know how he said, I can't shut it down. I need my $95 billion. I can't do it without that. He lied. He lied. The 4-6, any sleeping giant leader, they have the power to shut down the southern. After 3.5 years, he decides to close the doors. There you go. There you go. For those of you that say he don't have the power, yes he does. He's going to announce it 2 p.m. and it's going to be shut down Tuesday midnight. Possibly deportation within days or hours. The question is, why now? There's a mixed combination here. Oh, let me pull up that information of that person that posted on Twitter yesterday about building the WALL. Give me a second here, guys. If you can, please share this video. I will keep you updated on this story. Make sure you follow me on Grand Supreme News, because I will be posting this updates on Grand Supreme News. All right, so give me 1 second here. It's gonna take a minute because give me a second. This person posts a lot of stuff, so it's gonna take a minute here, guys. I don't think it's this one here, but yeah, this is what he posted yesterday. Build the WALL. Whoa! Oh my goodness, are you serious? Wow. Wow. Yeah, I think it's time to close that region. Wow. More than 170 have been. You have politics that were impacted. Again, just follow me on this one here, guys. I'm not going to read it, but man. Wow. That is some. And this happened yesterday. They have a new leader. And it's the first woman, I think. Yeah. I think it's the first woman for that land. So, wow. And then the next day, the 4-6 want to close the region. Okay, we're going to get to all this, guys. Once again, we're going to get to all this. We already got into all this. I will keep it updated. Give me a second here. Okay, so this is all the breaking news right now, guys. But please share this video. 2 p.m. announcement. 2 p.m. announcement Eastern Time by the Sleeping Giant leader, the 4-6. All right, he's gonna talk about the sudden and shutting it, you know, this and that. And then it seems like midnight Tuesday. That's when the operation begins, and possibly deportation within days or hours. I will keep it updated, guys. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Once again, for those of you that want to give a life to Christ, you can email me. My email is in the description box. Me and my wife are here to help many and to lead many to the righteous path, and that's the path of our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. For those of you that want to send us letters, prayer requests, you can send it to me, Luis Santiago, or my wife, Jessica Santiago, at 3432 US Highway 19, number 2, Holiday, Florida, 34691. Once again, guys, $1 a month Patreon. We get you access to our live stream every Sunday. We talk about things that we cannot talk about on the platform. Also, I posted videos today. Those links will be in the comments box. Thank you so much for watching. God bless you all. Put faith and trust in Jesus Christ, for he's the only way, the truth, and the life. No one gets to the Father but through Jesus. Thank you so much for watching. Till next time later. Peace.